So mine is just a short technical brief so that everybody understands what the procedures are today, and we can get to work quickly and we can put Somalia on the right track. Much of you know this already, but I'm going to repeat it so that everybody is on the same page. Each delegation is going to divide itself into 4 equal parts. Many of you have done that already. One part of each delegation will sit in each of the 4 working groups. I hope you've all seen a copy of the programme, which is available both in English and Somali. The working groups are going to meet, because of the slight delay, I think now probably 3 times during the course of the day. There are breaks for prayers, there are breaks for refreshments, all as shown in the programme. For each of the working groups, the task is to consider the relevant subject area. That's security, constitution, governance, reconciliation, with reference to the roadmap, and to agree 3 recommendations in relation to implementation of the benchmarks. Okay, so it's within each of the groups to consider the subject, so that's Amniga, Dasturka, Mamul Wadaga, Debuhesh Isinta, and to agree within the groups a set of recommendations. We suggest not more than 3 in relation to implementation of the benchmarks, and the chairs will be able to explain that task and unpack that task with you. But this is really where the Somalis are in the driving seat. Now, my next task is, with great pleasure, to introduce the 4 working group chairs, who are all from the Centre for Humanitarian Dialogue. They are performing a mixture of roles. Their job is, of course, as chairs, to make sure that the groups start on time, that the groups end on time, that to maintain good order, and to make sure as far as possible that you're comfortable, that you're getting the refreshments and you're able to pray at the appropriate times. But they are also experts, they are independent, they are Somalis. They are the moderators who will facilitate the discussion within each working group. I'm going to ask them, I hope they're all in this room with us. I'm sorry they're not sitting at this end of the room. But for security, we have Dr. Shukriya Dini. Shukriya is waving her hand. Shukriya, thank you for taking this important role. On the Constitution reform and elections, it's our friend Abdisalam Omar, who's also standing up. Good governance, the chair of the working group is Awais Sheikh. And for outreach and reconciliation, it's Abdirazak Aden. Abdi, thank you. Now, finally, we need to make sure that the discussions today can be recorded and shared with the conference as a whole. So each working group will have to select its own rapporteur, and their job is to prepare a short, perhaps 10 minutes presentation to the conference tomorrow morning, summarising the discussion in the working group and outlining its 3 recommendations for implementation of the benchmarks. So that's the role of the rapporteur. And we would like to sit with the rapporteurs this evening so that we have a sense of the discussions during the course of the day. Each working group, as I say, must select its own rapporteur, and please, I would ask the chairs of those working groups to make sure that that happens. It sounds complicated, but it really isn't complicated. And if you have any questions, please reach me during the course of the day via the Secretariat. Unfortunately, we couldn't find enough acacia trees nearby to sit under. So my colleagues from the United Nations are going to take you to the rooms which are located behind the conference facility. So Jonathan Sandy? Jonathan? Do you want to take a question? Because at this point they now leave for the working groups.
No.
Okay. All right. Is Jonathan Sandy here? Then
he's already there.
Okay. Showa. At this point, this is where they leave. Showa, if the members,
Let's finish this.
Yep.
Don't talk.
Yeah, the members of the security working group should now accompany Sherwa Jama to room A1 with Shukriya Dini. So would they like to leave now?
Announce the others.
All right. Let me just explain the rooms that you're in. So the security working group will be meeting in. This is important that everybody knows where they have to go now. The security working group is in room A1. The Constitution Working Group is in room C1. The Governance Working Group is in room D2. And the Reconciliation Working Group in room A6. Yes, they have to, yeah.
asmaal manski qolo walba ama group kasta oo meeshan yimid dadkii idin ka qaybgal lahaa waa doorteen Soomaa waayada ma taqaanaan sug marka dhageysta hello waxaan u malanayaa 3 sano kana qaadan doontaa sug marka okay dhageysta waayahay horta aan isleeysano salla alayh asleeysano fadlan ma sha Allah waxa weeye TFG dadkii security ka qayb gal lahaa ma haysataan waa dhageysan waxaan la hadlayaa TFG marka hore dadkii ka qayb gal lahaa burgams ma haysataan groupkina waa haystaan Soomaa okay hadda baarlamaanka waxaad akhridaa Umar Slow group walba oo baarlamaan ka tirsan meeshay aad lahayd معيد آخري وربا وحكت السنة الله أستغيثنه
Constitution reform هذا يسا قد يقول الرئيب حسين محمود شيخ حسين حسين محمود شيخ حسين وقد يقول Constitution reform فوزية محمد شيخ عبد الرزاق عثمان حسن جوريلة علي إسماعيل عبد القير عمر سليم محمد عبد الرحمن عبد الشكور هدوس الجوجل ومصطفى محلو عبد الرحمن آدم إبراهيم إبي يورب أحمد رابي خديجة محمد ديري وسيال كاسفمود سكوريتي كوميتي وحاء الشيخ آدم محمد نور مدولي وسكوريتي كوميتي برعي محمد حمزة محمد حسين إساق أفرالة حسن فارح وجالي عبد الوهاب علم عمر قنجح مصطفى شيخ علي الحلو يوسف قيل إياس عبد الله بوس أحمد محمد شيخ يوسف سقال كاسنا وهذا جود سكوريتي جود جبرنس كوميتي عبد الرشيد محمد عبد عرو محمد عمر ضلحة عاشا أحمد عبد الله محمد آدم فري موسى نور أمين عثمان علمي بقرة شكري يوسف عتيه خالد عمر علي إبراهيم عبد النور وجود governance committee reconciliation هاسيالوا reconciliation عبد الله الشيخ إسماعيل علي أحمد جامع جنقلي سالم علي برو محمد إبراهيم محمد حابسة عبد الرحمن جمعال عثمان إبراهيم شيخ علي جيبو محمد عبد يوسف عبد الله أبو بكر جامع سليمان محمد إبراهيم
اوكي
قولوا والبنتاسو
تي اف جي واتغان تي اف بينا واتغان كذي اوكي بنتلاند dadkii waqab gali lahaa guddi walba afar ma haystaan ayna waa haystaan okay galmudug guddiga afarta guddi dadkii ninka qayb gali lahaa meedin magacyadooda waa haystaan ma haystaan waa haystaan very good waxa ugu dambeyntii marka ahlu sunna dadka idinka qayb gali lahaa gudiyada afarta gudi ma haystaan magacyadoodii inta ay diyaar u yihiin marka gudiyadoodii walba qolka ay tegi lahayn baa loo sheegayaa dhegeysta marka
He has announced a new chair.
No, he was he?
What was he saying?
No, he was simply saying the allocation of the individuals. So security are in room A1. The Constitution group is meeting in room C1. The Good Governance group D2. Outreach and Reconciliation A6. So I hope you all know which group you're in and where you're meeting. You've got the program, and we look forward to hearing the outcome of your deliberations later in the day.